No. Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. I just got dropped off on this set of unused railway tracks. They're not technically abandoned, but there hasn't been active rail traffic on these in 10 plus years, and everyone seems to use it as a walking trail. So gonna go for a little hike and see what we can find. Yeah, you can actually see there's no way a train would be safely going down this. There's missing fish plates and there's spikes that are just completely missing. So yeah, look at that. It'll take a complete rebuild to basically get this railway active again, and they're talking about it. Of course, don't do this. Stay off the tracks. Anytime is train time, except here and right now. Some houses right there, and then it looks like that's about all. And everybody walks down here. There's even like a little trail on the side here. This is the nice little spot where all the dog walkers come down. And I think there's going to be a spot over on this side that I can set up my hammock. And that's a little farther away from where people walk their dogs. A lot of the old ties they pulled out actually look better than what's in there right now. This doesn't look too bad at all. There's a road right there, so I'll need to keep any light kind of facing this way, away from the road. And there's a flat spot down there. It doesn't look like too bad of a climb, so I'll see if there's a spot for the hammock. I figured there should be because there's a lot of trees that are spaced out nicely. Hammocks are really picky about how far the trees apart are. Yeah, nobody back there would ever see a thing. Doesn't look like anybody's been down here either. And we're gonna keep it that way. Back off. There's a lot of branches in the way between these two trees. But given that the hammock has a tarp over top of it, I think I can set it up underneath and then kind of have these branches over top of it. Extra layer of stealth. Why not? This tree behind me should be good enough to do the job. I don't think that's falling over anytime soon. I got the feeling the hammock strap is probably not even big enough to get around this tree. Not even close. We'll burn up 2 on this one, and we'll just have to use the rope on the other tree. Okay. This is technical. Something I never mentioned, I don't think I've ever mentioned it. When I pack my kit, I pack the things I need first at the very top. So I've got jackets and stuff, but it's warm out, I'll need them later. But this I want to do in the daylight, that's for sure. ride's low. Just gonna try and tighten up this. That should keep me up off the ground. Like, I am above the ground, but by the morning, things might slip, and I don't want to roll down this hill. It's better. Might be about as good as I can get. Something that will aid me greatly is removing all this stuff underneath. It's gonna poke me in the back in the middle of the night. Rock included. Yeah, wouldn't be comfortable. Perfect little ocean view spot. And I've worked up a sweat. It is real hot today. Yeah, I'm not just sweating because I'm out of shape. It has been hot, like high 20s here. It's around 80 Fahrenheit, and I'm just not used to that. I like it more comfortable. 65 Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. That's the perfect type of weather for me. But at night it's going to cool right down. So I'm going to need jackets. I'll probably see my breath tonight. It's that magical time of year. And yeah, perched on the top of my hill here. Not a bad view down there. For a stealth test, of course, it's a huge cliff with a retaining wall on that side. So I'm not going down. But I got my ride to come by. And you can kind of see me, but he's way over there. Well, how's it look?
I see a head.
You can kind of see me, but
Yeah, there's no chance somebody would see that. That's so good.
Isn't that the smart way to do a stealth test? Have somebody walk by with their camera out, like they're just walking by, and then send me a video and a picture. So it looks good. All this poison ivy looking stuff under here is not poison ivy. I'm gonna just run a quick check on it. And it is English ivy. That's exactly what it is. So I obviously don't want to roll around in it, but it's not the type that's gonna make me break out in hives and have to go to a dermatologist. That plant identification app I used is called Picture This. I haven't tried any others, so I can't really say if it's better or worse or anything. It just is another tool on my phone that I can use. You know, I don't know how good it is. This actually might be poison ivy, but I don't think so. I'm gonna go back up to the tracks. Gonna do this while I got a little bit of light. Once the sun's down, I'm gonna stay here. It's real steep and there's stuff to trip on everywhere. There's edges to fall off of. So we don't want any problems. We just want to hunker down for the night. Yeah. So from up here, that's pretty obvious, but the other side of the tracks, it shouldn't be. I am expecting some road noise tonight, but nothing like that sign. Up there is the main highway. This is the unused railway, and down there, is the old highway on the other side of that retaining wall. And I'm going to get back in there because it is still technically jogger hour, whatever that is, the evening, right before bed. I know somebody did build one of those little bike track bicycle things that goes on here, but they couldn't get approval to use it as a tourist thing. They might be on here, or there might be a very slow going high rail, little truck that inspects things. Something's going on down there. Okay, nobody's going to see a thing at all. From here, I can see it because I know it's there. But in 10, 12 steps from here, it'll be visible. 10 or 12 careful steps in the dusk down a hill after one step too. I'm going to clear off a sitting rock because everything else is pokey and probably ant hills or something. So, a fine little sitting rock. Aha! Right by my sitting stump, I've identified a huge hazard. It's an old fence. It's not barbed wire, but it's a tripping concern. I just thought it was ivy. Great part of being colorblind, as you don't really notice rust in the ground here. Big shout out to the first responders. That's all I can say. Alone on my stone. I'm gonna move this to a different spot. This is annoying. Oh, I thought this would be easier. Oh. Anything heavy, I like to let gravity do the work as much as possible. Sweet. Doesn't get better than this. Those were going to fall off anyway. I packed in the right order today. It is starting to get a little chilly. Don't get a break. Sometimes it's just too hot, and an hour later, jacket time. I got the other one that zips onto this one too, just in case. It's getting real dark real quick, so I've put my backpack right along this old fence. I'm just going to stay this side of it and not get too close to the edge, so I'm really hunkered down here, basically on this rock until I go to bed in the hammock. And that's the safest thing to do. Just a little more of this dog walking hour. Once it really gets dark, I tend to relax a little bit more. I know I need a light to kind of see things, but I don't use a red light, and I get this a lot that I should be using a red light because it's stealthy, but I'm colorblind, and like to me, I can't see really much at all with a red light on, so I'd have to have it so bright in red light, yeah, I'd look like a lighthouse or something, like a beacon or a flare by the time I could actually function with that. Possibly, you know, a green light or something that's not white might work to my advantage. Let me know if you know anything about that, but red is unfortunately a no-go for me. So I have my flashlight and I try to cover it up a little bit so it's not quite so bright, and I don't shine it directly towards anything, so there's just kind of an ambient glow, which shouldn't be too big of a problem here. I think this is going to be great. What could go wrong? Stealth camping is really boring when you find too good of a spot. And this is too good of a spot. I know there's no way I'm going to get caught here, so we're just going to have a good time here. Cook some food, relax a little. I can't imagine doing this without a cell phone because literally in between shots I'm reading news articles. Like, there's not a lot to do here, and not a lot to film either because it's so dark. I'll find better spots, but I figured this one, being so close to the road, would be risky enough to be amusing. Anyway, I found some chicken breaded cutlets with cornflakes. I'm gonna cook those up. And there's only one thing to cook. That is so convenient. I just have coleslaw and potato salad for accompaniments, and yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with that spark starter on this little stove because it takes a lot of clicks before it goes, and see, so much more safe and convenient. Very gentle. Okay, this is going bad. I'm one of the guys that will admit it. If I come up with a meal and try to cook it and it doesn't work out good, I'm not gonna act like it was amazing. It's pretty blackened, I'll say that. Not sure what the deal is here. There might have been instructions on the package on how to do this properly, but I thought medium heat on the frying pan should be fine for this. But I'm sure the chicken isn't even cooked inside and it's scorched on the outside. This is a learning experience, but I'm gonna have to eat this. Despite how atrocious this looks, I've taken a nibble. And it tastes okay. Looks like the... oh wow. You know, this really looks awful. But it does taste okay. Like, I'm embarrassed to even show you this, but that's that's the protein for this meal. Is this guy and this weird thing, the coating mostly stuck to the pan. So I knew I'd be okay because I brought coleslaw and potato salad from the deli at the grocery store that I know I can rely on because someone other than me cooked it. But I also did bring sriracha, so however bad anything is, sriracha can fix that. And I'll just... they call it a spork, but it doesn't really do either job all that well. One of them cooked okay, like burned, but the coating stayed on. This one sacrificed its coating to the pan. Potato salad made by professionals. That actually works really good for a summer meal. Potato salad, coleslaw, burned chicken. So, cheers everyone, and as always, don't cook what Steve does. Hammock is saggy again. That means I'll be on the ground. Hard to say. Maybe one of my Alberta cluster knots have failed on me. Well, it's close to failing. But I'm going to try to tighten this back up. hope for the best. Well, okay, this is way too good of a stealth camping spot. I figured that with the road right there and the trail right there, there might be some more of a challenge to it, but I could build a shack and just live here indefinitely. A very happy life. And that's not what makes it a good stealth camp. What makes it a good one is like a roundabout or something. You get in and you're out the next day, but this is too easy, I have to say. So I gotta keep on looking for better ones, more exciting things, but also other projects. I can't just stealth camp forever. I'm 41, right? There's going to be other projects on the go, so it's not a strictly stealth channel, and I've always said that. But oh, I feel like I wasted the whole prep and planning by coming to a spot that was just too easy. But I guess it'll be a relaxing night. Sounds of Steve, a nice, comfortable, relaxing camping trip for once. Nothing exploded. Nothing caught on fire. Hitting the hay relatively early, so that's all good stuff. So we'll see if that hammock's on the ground in the morning, I guess. Man, there's that old fence. Trouble. Hammock is sagging down low, but it's not a problem, I don't think. I'm gonna get the sleeping bag set up and call it a night for now. Not bad, not bad. I'm up off the ground, and that's all I'm really concerned about tonight. I should do okay in here. Bring the flashlight in, and see you guys in the morning. Night. Hey everybody, it's middle of the night here, 4:21 a.m. and my phone's acting up. So it's my lifeline. I don't have my emergency beacon with me. If there is a problem, it's a long scramble up the hill. So I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's a battery issue. If I have it plugged in, morning commuters. If I have it plugged into my power bank, it keeps going, and so I've unplugged the GoPro so I can keep the phone on standby. I'll try to get a little more shut-eye here, and around 5:30 and it's already getting light out. It's only going to get worse from here, especially when I head further north. But makes it hard to sleep in, especially when you've got a crummy sleep. But that rustling outside in the bushes has stopped. The phone seems to be working while it's plugged in, but as soon as it's unplugged, it just stops. So I'm gonna see if I get a little more sleep here. Good morning. Had some pretty interesting dreams there. That was like pretty intense. I got woke up 2 or 3 times. Not necessarily like a nightmare, but you know, kind of scary things. Like one part it was heights, another part was an earthquake. Yeah, really interesting. So Hopefully no heights or earthquakes today, but definitely got to get this packed up and out of here. Yeah, this is like basically on the ground, but not quite, so stealthy, nice and low. Well, my bags are packed and we're ready to go. Won't step on the fence. There we go. Just to scramble up to the top, and then we'll get back to the campground and chat a little bit more. Show you kind of what's going on with the brave little toaster. Kind of a different ending to the video, but let's do this. Well, that was a good little sleep once I got back to sleep in the morning finally. Would I recommend it? No, not this one. It didn't have that stealth feel, you know, it was just the woods somewhere. Traffic was close, the hiking trail was close, but the traffic was lacking. So the topography also made it a challenge because there wasn't a lot of flat ground to walk around, and even the hammock, when you set up a hammock, you gotta have it level, right? So if your ground slopes down, you have to go way high up on one of the trees to match the other tree. So I won't be back here, don't worry. Don't worry, the county that I'm in. I will not be pestering your poor community anymore pretty soon. Let's see where this goes. Well. Right to the road, and it sounds like maybe my ride's here. I'll just tell them to come. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Perfect. That'll save me some hiking. Hey there. I found a way back down to the road. I'm already on the road further out towards the way that you drove in. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You bet. Thanks so much. All right. That's awesome. That saved a bit of walking. That saved a bit of walking. In between camping adventures, I'm at a campground, but not a public campground. This is a private one, and there's big differences. These are not focused as much on nature. There are other things like golf, like pitch and putt, outdoor swimming pool, laundry facilities, and there's no limit on how long you can stay here. You can live here. provincial parks, they have a couple of weeks that you can stay, and then you're out until the next year. And here it's, yeah, you can set up your gazebo and build a deck around your thing if you're paying to stay long enough. So two different types of parks. This one is a little more challenging to film in because the sites are just oh so close together, like that. So we'll be packing up and heading out of here pretty quick. Just got to edit, buy a new phone. Actually, I have to buy a new phone in order to do the upload because I can't quite trust this guy anymore. It's had a good run. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, the brave little toaster's been doing just fine for me. It's people haven't seen it before. So in here is what you'd expect. This is my life in between the stealth camping. Is I hunker down in here. I got my spot, or not a spot, it's an InReach, Garmin InReach. That I should have had with me in case the phone dies. But yeah, it's real basic. Got kind of a lot of aluminum foil for some reason. But yeah, this I'll take on the road up island, and we're gonna see what we can do with this. Parking on a beach somewhere. Starts to get hot in here in the daytime. The next video is going to take some courage to film in a claustrophobic way, so stay tuned for that. If I have the guts to go through with it, I sure hope so. And after that, my map is... the map says there be dragons. I have no idea what's happening, what's coming, but I'm going to jump in the car and drive with this little trailer, and we're going to see what we can find along the way. You know, maybe we'll find some stealth, maybe we'll find some waterfalls, maybe we'll find a boring old campsite, maybe we'll find an amazing campsite with, I don't know, gold mining or something, or gold panning. But yeah, stick around and find out. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you like this, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.